Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson where we will solve some questions on sets. Which of the following collections are sets? Now we have to identify these collections, whether they are sets or not. So the collection of positive integers that are less than 6. Yes, we can represent the elements of a set to be the positive integers that can be less than 6. So it is a set. Next, the collection of big cities in India. Now you very well remember the definition of set, that it is a collection of well-defined objects. So here you can see there is no criteria mentioned as to what is a big city. So it is not well defined. So it is not a set. Next, the collection of rich people in India. Now here again it is not well defined as to what they consider a rich person. So it is not a set. Next, the collection of integers that are divisible by 3. Yes, we can have the integers that are divisible by 3 as a set. So it is a set. Next, alright, if set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then which is true? Okay, so we have the first question. 6 is an element of A, or we can say 6 belongs to A. Let's see whether 6 belongs to A. Yes, 6 belongs to A, so we can say it is true. Next, 7 does not belong to A. Very well, we can see here 7 is not an element, so this is correct, so it is true. Next, 2 belongs to A, 3 belongs to A, and 5 belongs to A. Let's see, 2 belongs to A, 3 belongs to A, and 5 also belongs to A. So this is true. Next, a set which includes 1, 2, 3 as the element. So here if brackets are given, it means it is a set which includes 1, 2, 3 as the element belongs to A. So this set itself cannot belong to A. If it was to be the elements alone, then it was an element of A, but here it is a set, so it will not belong to A. So it is not true, means false. Next, 6 belongs to A and 8 belongs to A. So 6 here we have, yes, belongs to A, but we do not have 8. So this is false. Next, write the sets using roster method or the tabular form, we can say. Alright, the set of angles of a triangle ABC. So now we have to write the set of angles of this triangle ABC. Now how many angles does any triangle have? 3 angles, right? So here the angles will be angle A, B and C. So we can present them as a set. So we can say, represent them in the roster form: angle CAB, angle ABC and angle BCA. Okay, so this A here, the central vertex means the angle. So here the letter which is written in the center is the angle. So angle A, this angle is talking, angle CAB is talking about angle A. Angle ABC means we are talking about angle B, and angle BCA means we are talking about angle C. Clear? Next, the set of even integers between 25 and 35. Now what are the set of even integers? Even integers itself means what? Something that can be divided by 2, or you can say a multiple of 2. So between 25 and 35 you have to find those even integers. So after 25, what is the number, first number that you can have? 26. Then next even number 28. so on, because no range is mentioned. Now to write in set builder form, we need to express it in the form of x such that x is equal to 2n minus 1. So this is the algebraic expression that we can give to the odd numbers. See, you can try it by yourself. If I take n as 1, 2 ones are 2. 2 minus 1 will give you 1. If I take n to be 2, 2 twos are 4. 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So we can use this expression for the odd numbers. So we can say x such that x is equal to 2n minus 1. Now here n, what is n? We need to mention, because I cannot take n as 0 because there is no element such as -1 here. So they should all be on the positive side, means they are the odd natural numbers. So I can say n belongs to the natural numbers. Then only I'll start taking n, substituting n as 1, isn't it? So it will go on. We are not mentioning any range because it is an infinite set. It will go on. So here also will not provide any range. Next, the set of prime factors of 48. Now what are the prime factors? What is the prime number? Prime number, a number that is only 2 factors, or maybe you can say a number that can be divided by itself and 1. So let's see which all numbers can divide 48 first. Can we divide 48 by 1? 1 can divide any number. So let's start from 2. 2, yes, we can divide 48 by 2. By 3, yes, we can divide it by 3. By 5, 4, yes, we can divide by 4, but 4 is not a prime number. And 5, no. 6, yes, but 6 is not a prime number. 7, no. 8, yes, but 8 is also not a prime number. So if you keep trying on, you'll find out that the ultimate elements will be ultimate prime factors for 48 that we'll get will be 2 and 3, and no other prime factor of 48 we're going to get. Okay, next let's write in set builder form. So it is very easy now to write in set builder. X says that x is a prime factor of 48. Okay, next, the set of natural numbers which are perfect squares and are less than 50. Now we have to take the set of natural numbers which are perfect squares. Okay, so let's think of the numbers. So 1, if we try to square it, what are going to get? 1. So you find the square root of 1, we'll get 1. So if we try to square 2, 2 twos are 4, and we can find the square root of 4, isn't it? So we can say 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, isn't it? Then 3 3s are 9, means we can find the square root of 9 to get 3. So 9 is a perfect square. Next, 4 4s are 16, so 16 is a perfect square. And 5 5s are 25, so we can 25 is a perfect square. Next, 6 6 are 36, 7 7s are 49. But if I take 8 8s are, we'll get 64. Now 64 is more than 50. We have to take set of natural numbers which are perfect squares and are less than 50. So only 49 is a perfect square that is less than 50. Clear? Now we have to present this in set builder form. So here we can express it in the form of x such that x is equal to n square. Like we did the square of 1, we did the square of 2, 3. So here we can say x such that x is equal to n square. And what will n be? Here it was 1, 2 we had taken. So we can say n belongs to natural numbers. and then we have to specify the range where it lies. It is a natural number, so obviously it is going to start from 1, but it should be less than 50, so we can give the upper range. So we can say n is what, to get 50, but we cannot write 50. N means what is the number that we are squaring at last? 7 sevens are 49, so we can say n is less than equal to 7. Be careful when you write the range. Let's move. Write the following sets in tabular form. Okay, x such that x is equal to n by n plus 1, where n belongs to natural numbers and n less than equal to 9. So here n belongs to natural numbers. This n and n belongs to natural numbers, and n is less than equal to 9. Means it will start from 1 and the last value of n that will take will be 9. So if I take this as 1, because x is equal to what? This is presented in this expression. So let's substitute the first natural number 1. So if I take this n as 1, here it will be 1 plus 1. So 1 by 1 plus 1 will give you 2. So we can say first element will be 1 by 2. Next, where n belongs to natural, so next let's take 2. So 2, and this will be 2 plus 1, so 2 by 3 we can say. Similarly 3, if I take 3 by 3 plus 1, that will give you 3 by 4. And then 4, if I take 4 by 4 plus 1, that will give you 4 by 5. And then if I take 5, we'll get 5 by 6. If I take n as 6, we'll get 6 by 7. If I take n as 7, we'll get 7 by 8. If I take n as 8, we'll get 8 by 9. If I take n as 9, we'll get 9 by 10. So we'll stop here. Why? Because n is less than equal to 9. Clear? So this will be the set in the roster form. Next, r such that 7r plus 5 is less than 36, where r belongs to whole numbers. So here r is such that if I place this in this expression, 7r plus 5 should be less than 36. Now this is an inequation, and you know how to solve an inequation. So let's try to solve it first to get the clear idea of what r is. So let's take this expression or inequation and solve it. So 7r plus 5 less than 36. So we can subtract 5 on both sides. So here it will become -5, and here -5 and +5 will get cancelled. So 7r is less than 36 minus 5, that will give you 7r less than 31. Now we'll try to take 7 that side, or you can say divide both sides by 7. So r will be less than 31 by 7. Now this is an improper fraction. It can be changed in it can be changed into a mixed fraction. So let's change it. So we have got r is less than 4 whole 3 by 7. So we have solved this inequation. So now we know that r is less than 4 whole 3 by 7. Now let's look at the question again. So here r such that r is, we can say instead of this equation we can say r is less than 4 whole 3 by 7, where r belongs to whole numbers. Now r should be a whole number. So we got here r is 4 3 by 7, and it is less than 4 3 by 7. So what is the number that is less than this 4 3 by 7, the whole number? So we can say that is 4. 4 is less than this 4 whole 3 by 7. So the last number we can say here in this element will be 4. So the elements R belongs to whole numbers, so we can start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are we including 4? Because R was not less than 4. R was less than 4 whole 3 by 7. So that 3 by 7 portion is gone because it is not a part of the whole number, and moreover it was less than that. So we included 4. Clear? Next, P such that P is equal to 7m. So P is an element of a set such that P is equal to 7m, where m belongs to integers and m is greater than equal to -1 and less than equal to 3. So here the values of m starts from -1 because it is greater than equal to, means -1 is included. So I can substitute the value of m here as -1 first. So 7 into -1 will give you -7. Then we have, so m belongs to integers. Okay, so after this we have all the numbers as integers in between. So next number is 0. So 7 into 0, that will give you 0. Then 1. So 7 into 1 will give you 7. Then 2. 7 into 2, 14. Then we have 3. It is less than equal to, so 3 is the last value of m that we can take. So 7 into 3, that will give you 21, and we cannot take any other values of m. So this will be the set in the roster form. Okay, next, express the following sets in set builder form. Okay, so here it is given 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, and so on. Now we have to understand this expression here. How are we going to place it? So what we can say, suppose these are the values, we assume it to be x. So x such that x is equal to what kind of expression can we give it? So here if you observe, if there is nothing, it means 1 is by 1. We can write this, express this number as 1 by 1. It means 1 itself. So here if I take 1 by n, can we represent it in the form of 1 by n, and n to be the natural numbers, because if I take 1 here, then 2, 3, isn't it? So let's try it. So x such that x is equal to 1 by n. So x is equal to 1 by n. Now what is n? So here all the bottom one will be n, and we see here all of them are 1. All of the numerators are 1. So we can say n belongs to natural numbers, isn't it? So if I take 1 by 1, so 1 by next natural number, that will be 2. 1 by next natural number, that will be 3, isn't it? So here the expression 1 by n fits very well. So n belongs to natural numbers and will go on. So we have not mentioned any range. Clear? Next. So here it is given 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Now if we observe carefully, we will find that all the numbers look like the multiples of 4. So if I try to multiply 4 into 0, you'll get 0. 4 into 1, you'll get 4. 4 into 2, you'll get 8. 4 3 is 12, and so on. So what can we say? That x such that x is equal to 4n. So n should be what? If I take n to be natural numbers, then it will start from 1 and we'll get the first element as 4. So we want 0 also. So we have to take n belongs to whole numbers. After taking this, now we have to specify the range, because it is not an infinite. It has some limits. So it starts from whole numbers, means we know it will start from 0, but the upper limit should be given. So here it should be 40. So 4 multiplied by what should give you 40? 4 into 10. So we can say n less than equal to 10. Clear? Next, -24, -12, 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Here if you observe, they look like the multiples of 12. So you have to identify in all these sets. When you have to write in set builder, you have to identify the common property in all these sets, so that you can give an expression, algebraic expression to that. So here I assume that these values are x, such that x is equal to 12n. So what should n be? If you carefully observe, here you have negative numbers as well. So it means we can say n belongs to integers, because integers may you have the positive and the negative including 0. So we can say n belongs to integers. And after this, we have to specify the range of n, so that it becomes a finite set. So we can take n. What should we multiply here with 12 to get negative 24? We can say we can multiply negative 2, isn't it? 12 into negative 2 will give you negative 24. And on the upper limit, we can say, upper range, we can say we will multiply 12 into 5 to get 60. So we can say n is greater than equal to negative 2 and less than equal to 5. Is that clear? Okay. So that's all for today's lesson. We'll meet in the next lesson where we'll solve some more exercises. Till then, thank you. Keep smiling and take care.